I'm doing a 2-angle tutorial on setting up cabochons so I can dip them into paint. I've got an overhead and I've got a direct look at it, and let's see how this works. This is Angela with Creatively Done. Today what I'm going to show you is how I prepare my objects before I dip them in paint. And I have 16 centimeter cabochons that are pre-made, glass, and I have, although it's going to look backwards on the thing, is Loctite. Loctite Fun Tack. And it allows you to pick up something. There are little pieces, little blue pieces, okay? And it allows you to pick up something with a skewer, which I have the little bamboo skewers that I got from my friend Terry. And what you do is you take a piece of the Fun Tack and I cut it all into little pieces, and it's really, it does stick together. So I just cut the pieces off of the package, cut them apart, get some styrofoam, and then what I do is I take a cabochon, I put it down, and I just mold up a little piece of this clay, which won't dry on there or whatever. Take a bamboo skewer, set it in the center, make sure it has a connection, and then as you can see in the background, it makes it so when I will dip it into my paint, I have somewhere to put it after I'm done, because these get real slippery. So all I'm doing is marking on my styrofoam where I'm going to set these once I've dipped them into the paint. Right now it's just a set up so I can show this. This is the boring part. This is the part that everyone thinks it's magic. But when you take and you set up your stuff properly, then when you have all your paint wet and all mixed and ready to go, you're not trying to do this with dirty hands and it doesn't stick and yada yada yada. So what you do is you take the cabochon, the glass cabochon, put it face down with the flat side down, take the Fun Tack, put it on the back, take a skewer and kind of, play catch with it, set it in the Fun Tack, make sure it's kind of set on the cabochon itself, and you can see, let's see if I can get a contrast there, see? And make sure it's sort of level, make sure it has a good connection. I'm sure some of these are going to fall off, which is going to be hysterical, but at least we've got a fair amount. I've got 4, 8, 12. I'll have 14 of these. So when I do a pour, whatever colors I want to use, and set them up, I'm going to do them right on a piece of paper you see as my background here. And the paint won't stick to it, so it'll peel off even if I let it dry. But I'm going to do these where the paint is wet. So that's what I do. And all I do is I set, this is the first time I'm doing these this way. I believe it was either Mickey E or Tammy. I might be even, no, I believe it was Mickey E. So it's Michelle Edhouse that shows you how to do this. I'm trying her method. I'm sure she has a much better system, but I wanted to set this up myself and have something, see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, it's going to be hysterical. But all that'll happen is that the cabochons, these little pieces of glass, will have paint on them, and if it's wet paint, all I have to do is just wash it right off, and they'll be good as right as rain, as they say. And like I said, since this is not for any other reason except I won't be able to see where I'm supposed to poke them in instead of making a bunch of holes in this beautiful styrofoam. that I normally use for bases for my penguins when I do my gourd penguins. But I'm going to make sure that this is set on there, and some of them may fall. It may be where the weight of the paint, if they're uneven, the paint will run a little bit. I'm going to see if I can level them out, but there is no other way that I could think of to do this. I'll have to look back at her stuff again, and if I can find her video, I will reference it and put a link to it so you can watch somebody that knows what they're doing do this. But for those of you that are willing to try, like I am, just give it a go, as they say. This is what I've come up with. So you see, now I have 4, 8, 12, 14 of these ready to go. Once I mix my paints together in the colors that I'm going to try to come up with a couple of good color combinations and hopefully have it in the next little tiny mini video. Didn't even need this one. I put it on a tray so I could move them if I wanted to, or in my case, spill them all at one time instead of wasting my time. But this is some of the prep work. Now that's for the dipped cabochons. I'll set that to the side. And this is just a precursor for another project that I'm going to be doing. And these, by the way, will be these are the pendants that they will go in. If you can see it there, and if you can see them there. I do not make these. If I was an ironsmith, I probably would be able to, but trust me, guys, you may think that you want to do it and go out and try it. Please, by all means do. But these are a little more work, but a lot of fun. So I'm going to set those to the side. And the next project that I'm working on, I'm going to see if it will work. This is going to be a chain pull that hopefully will be in the shape of a butterfly. And I still am working on the details. I used a piece of styrofoam so that it has a set place to be. That'll be another video. Watch for it coming up soon. Okay, this is Angela with Creatively Done. This is a little mini of part 1 of dipped cabochons. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in following a little old lady who's not so little, but probably not so old, and try new techniques with acrylic pouring and objects that I never thought I would do. However, everything's fun, and let's get something creatively done. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.